Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Evolution. So in the last episode, we were on beta 1.3 and we worked on this nice rooftop terrace area here. Now, we didn't do too much. We just bought the balcony thing up here and then just laid out some things. So we got this central area with a big tree and then a sitting area here that we made. But it was overall a pretty lackluster episode, just a bunch of ideas I kind of came up with off the top of my head. We also did plant some sugarcane around the town just to bring a bit more life into it. But in this episode, we are on beta 1.4. So we've updated once again, as per usual. Again, we update every 2 episodes. I gotta mention that every time. And this update is yet another not so substantial one. It's actually less substantial than beta 1.3, but it does actually have some new features. So we'll be going ahead and exploring those today. But before we do, I'll just go over one simple thing. So I did go ahead and add some green wool to this, this cover over here for the sitting area. I haven't completed it, and I probably will change the white wool to be something else eventually, but just wanted to update you guys on that. And I think that looks a lot better. I think it definitely looks nicer than just being all white. So when I can, I'll collect more wool and fix that up. But that is that. So now is a good time to just go through all of the additions and changes in this update. Like I said, it is not a very big update, so we can go through these rather quickly. First and foremost, we'll take ourselves back to the title screen. The logo has changed. So it's gone from the old one that I'll put on screen to this one. So we now have what is essentially the modern one. It did get changed again quite recently, actually, just to be a bit more smooth. But there we go, got a logo change. The second change, which I'll go over here to demonstrate, because I don't actually have any more ladders in the world as far as I can remember, is that shifting or crouching on ladders now actually allows you to hold on. So there's that. Pretty helpful. The third one is that wheat now grows a bit more quickly. I don't really have anywhere to demonstrate this, as all my wheat crops have been trampled by mobs that have spawned in. And the last change I want to go over is that pink and brown sheep can now naturally spawn. Now, pink sheep are awesome. We know that. But brown sheep are especially awesome for me because I can now get into the dye shop here and finally put brown wool here. So I just put a log in place, but as you can see, we laid out all of the chests for all the different dyes and stuff, and I wasn't able to do brown wool because it wasn't accessible, at least outside of finding cocoa beans and dyeing wool, which would take a very long amount of time. I didn't want to do that, so first thing we'll be doing is just venturing around and seeing if we could find any brown sheep around here. I did actually find one off camera, but I didn't take its wool because I wanted to save it for the episode, so I'll just have a look around here and see. Oh my god, finally. I've been walking around for like 15 minutes. Please drop more than one. Alright, there we go. Some brown wool. After about 16, 15, 14, however many minutes, I don't know. Very long time of just walking around. Finally got it. We unfortunately only got one, but that's okay. We can live with that for now. And if I could find any more in my own time, I'll do that, because I don't think I can bear walking around in circles for any longer. We'll just go ahead and change this one right below. There we go. Brown wool is now in place. We just need 2 more. I should just quickly mention as well, this update did actually add cocoa beans to dungeon chests. So they were in the game before, but we weren't able to actually obtain them at all. So even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to get brown wool outside of just modding it into the game. Now with the changes out of the way, we could finally move on to one of the 2 additions that are in this update, and the one that we'll be focusing on this episode, which is the wolf. Now, I need to actually go around and try and find one real quick, so I'll meet you all again in 15 minutes, just let me find one. Oh, would you look at that? There's another brown sheep. I've been searching for like 5 minutes for a wolf. Why are the wolves just not spawning? I found one off camera as well. I found a wolf off camera, but yet again, I didn't want to do anything. I'll just take that with me, though. Oh, there we finally go. A whole pack. Jesus Christ, how many wolves are here? Yeah, do I want to tame more than one? Oh, I think I'm just going to tame one. And I guess if we want more, we can tame some more later. So who should I pick? Let me just flick the mouse around with my eyes closed. Let's say, ooh. You. I shall pick you. Alright, so just give him some bones. There we go. I definitely overestimated the amount of bones I needed. I went over to the skeleton farm before, because Let me tell you, skeletons don't actually drop much bones in these versions. There we go. There is our dog. Our humble companion for the remainder of this series. Let's go ahead and take you back. I'll come back for the rest of you guys someday, maybe. We'll see. Alright, so now that we got our furry friend over here, the main objective of this episode is, yet again, going to be another basic one, but I just want to go ahead and go back to the base and add a room for him. Now, I would normally just keep him in the bedroom, but I think it would be really cool to give him his own room somewhere in the base. And I'm thinking where I should do that now, I'm not too sure. Alright, so the place I want to do this is honestly probably just right here. So we'll have another doorway here that'll head into the dog's room, and then we can have like another exit on the side of the house or something like that. So let me just get to digging, and I'll scope out how much room I have, and I'll get back with you all. Alright, so I don't think I want this room to be too big. It's gonna kind of poke outside of the hill a little bit, but that's okay. We can probably like blend it back in. So let me just kind of do this. So I want the walls to probably be something different besides stone, so let's lay the slabs down real quick. And I'm thinking of doing logs. I think that would look kind of nice. Just like that. I was thinking of doing bricks, but I don't think I have enough, and I've done enough walking around today. I don't think I want to search around for some more things. Save that for later. Bring that around. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. I think that's nice. Another thing I might do is I'll actually just do this. So that this section is kind of like indented. Just in the wall there. And we'll just bring this around. Now, this section here, I'm not sure if I want to, like, do something like that. I guess I could. Because I was thinking of having an exit for this room as well. I guess I could just do one door. Would that be too small? Yeah, it could work. We'll do that. See how it goes. I won't do that corner though, because I want to try and, put this into the hill again. I don't want to have it be too exposed. And now we can do the floor, which will probably just be wood. Ah, damn, that log is... We could remove that. We can cover that up, that's fine. Just need to do the outline here. Oh, right. Just, I'll put glasses right above there, and I think we want to add like a window here. Get some natural light in, you know. We'll just change these logs over. There you go. Could do it on this side as well. I don't know. Stage 3. Yeah, why not? And let's just take a look outside. Alright, that's not too bad, honestly. I don't really mind how that pops out. It's just that log over there is going to need to be fixed. There you go. That is the general room. Now we can get to decorating. Now I'm just thinking, what the hell would I put in here? Alright, just a quick change of plans. I'm going to actually change the floor over to sandstone instead. I think that would look kind of nice. It'll allow us to use wood for furniture items as well, so it'll add a nice contrast. There we go. Got a bit of contrast going on now. Right, so. Get some wood things and probably empty my inventory. Alright, and this side right here. I need to look out for that hole, but I'll just dig this up. I'm gonna do a I guess like a little water feature here, so I guess I can drink some water from here. Let's just place that. Need another. Where is the nearest water source? Probably right here. Oh, had a casualty. Place that down. There you go. We can do Should I make him like a kennel in here? I guess I can do that. We just keep it simple. Something like that. There you go. Your new home. In a home. Get your shelter during the storms and stuff. There you go. What else can we do? We need a area for him to eat, so... What can we do with that? Because we're quite limited. Okay, maybe something like that? I guess that's like a bowl. I mean, it's pretty massive. I was just going to do one, but I don't know, I figured it would be a bit weird by itself. Maybe I should just do one. You know what? No. He's got to eat. I'll give him like 6 pork chops laid down there. Alright, next up. What can go in this side right here? What the hell do dogs have? What can we use as like a ball? Alright, there we go. That can be his tennis ball. Ultra mega size. Unfortunately, I can't really come up with many ideas because I'm just so goddamn limited here. But I'll also just do one more thing as well, I guess. Just add like a little thing right here. Bit of detail. I don't know, how does that look? What do we think about that? Let's get some color variation. Maybe just like this. There you go. I think that is not half bad. I think one final thing I'll just do before we add the doors is put a double chest right here. What the hell? What is with the chest orientations in these versions, man? Like, what the hell is even that? Alright, sure thing. Whatever, that works. I do actually have some paintings too, so we can put those down. Get some doors in place as well. 2, 1, 2, and do one out here. There we go. And then, for the final thing, I'll give you a pork chop. There you go. Enjoy. I'll just grab some gravel and make a pathway leading out to the main one. Alright, there we go. I've got a pathway going up. So we can just head straight in to the doghouse. Or the dog room, whatever. Alright, well, with that all done, I think this is where I want to leave this episode. So, once again, a short episode, and this one is probably going to be particularly short because I only really had one thing I wanted to do, which was this. And like I said, beta 1.4 is a pretty small update anyway, so, you know, I don't really know what else to do. So, in the next episode, we'll probably focus on the other addition in this update, which is cookies, and you're probably wondering how the hell you're going to focus a whole episode on cookies. I have no idea, but I know one thing we'll do is try and go out adventuring and try and find some cocoa beans in a dungeon. I have no idea how long that's going to take, but I guess we'll find out. But as per usual, if you do have any ideas for things to build in this series, or anything in general, please feel free to leave them in the comments. You could also join my Discord, link in the description, and leave the ideas there as well, or just talk about anything, you know, feel free. It's a pretty, can't speak. It's a pretty inactive community, but if you want to come by and just say things, feel free. But with all that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.